Now look man, recently Areece and Blxckie dropped their new collaboration effort called Sneaky. Good song. Even now the song Sneaky is #1 on Spotify in South Africa. So and as much as I want to stay on a positive note in this video, I saw a tweet, right? This tweet was it piqued my interest. I think I can make content out of this. So a dude came out to tweet, "These two oaks have been carrying SA hip-hop for the past 2 years." Now he's talking about Areece and Blxckie. Now when this guy mentioned that these guys were carrying SA hip-hop for the past 2 years, I start to then think to myself, like, what is the definition of carrying SA hip-hop? Because if you're saying these two guys specifically, and if according to what I see and how a lot of people tend to talk about a certain person or a certain group have carried something, they basically mean that no one else has been proving that they have the work, the impact, and the acknowledgement that they are doing this genre except for a certain person or certain group, right? So when I see this, I'm like, yo, so are they basically saying that these have been the only artists that have been around that have made an impact in the past 2 years? So when I thought about that, I was like, nah, hold on. I don't think that's accurate. I don't think that is right, because we've seen for the past 2 years a couple of artists making a huge impact. Of course Blxckie is one of them, of course Areece is one of them, but there's also 25k. 25k has went gold with his album. He's went gold with the song that has Areece. So it's kind of strange, when I hear things like that Areece and Blxckie have been the only guys that have been active or pretty much been received well in terms of SA hip-hop and carrying the SA hip-hop flag. I find it quite denouncing of what other artists have done. I mean, Nasty C came out last year with a song called Jag, probably one of the biggest SA hip-hop songs last year. I think even though he didn't release a project, but he did release a lot of songs. Jag is one of them, as I've mentioned, but we also have Stalling, we also have Can't Imagine. Jag going over 5 million views on YouTube, and Stalling is over 1 million views. Can't Imagine going over 1 million views. And then we have an artist like Big Zulu, who's arguably the biggest SA hip-hop artist, and I know a lot of people disagree because they don't pay attention to Big Zulu like that. And I do understand why. Big Zulu has a market that's basically a market yasemakaya, right? Where probably grown folks listen to him, probably from the ages of 25 up to the ages of probably 45, if they are open-minded enough, because his music has a lot of support in KZN, and his music, I'm sure, has a lot of play in the radio in KZN, because a lot of people in KZN support each other. And when you look at the numbers on YouTube, the numbers support that Big Zulu is big, pause. So I do want to say that I do understand how things are perceived on the internet, because a certain fan base, does tend to overshadow a lot of people on the internet, but I don't think this is accurate information where you can just say these two niggas have been the only ones carrying SA hip-hop. I think that's not true. However, they did play their part. I think they have made good quality music, put out records that made an impact, because Areece had the 5-year plan, the song with 25k as well, and Blxckie, basically his whole album is full of hits. So I just wanted to speak on that, because I think a lot of people, they tend to overlook the amount of work and effort other people have put in, or whether Big Zulu is aiming at us, but the fact that he's doing hip-hop means he has a market that he's appealing to, and the fact that he is doing hip-hop and has numbers that are backing him up, that means he is the big dog as well. So I do think currently, as it stands, I would say that Big Zulu is currently the biggest hip-hop artist in South Africa. But you guys tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. That's all for me. That's all I have for this topic. If you enjoy this content, do subscribe. If you're new to the channel, do hit the like, and obviously share your thoughts in the comment section. I'm your boy, muzik. Peace.